Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Chris. I'm here with Cathy. We go by Ginger Marvin on Instagram and YouTube, and we have a haul video for you today. So if you watch our What Sold videos, you recently saw that we've been kind of getting late to the recording usually, and that's because we've been out thrifting a lot this week. And this was one day where we hit 2 thrift stores and we found a lot of stuff, and we've been trying to show you what we've been finding in our What Sold videos kind of at the end, but this was just too much, so we decided to make its own video for you guys. I'm going to turn over to Cathy, and she's going to show you guys what we found.
Hey friend, yeah, so like Chris said, so this is the stuff we've been showing you guys in our normal What Solds, and then we've been just like extra sourcing because Christmas is next week, and we probably won't have time. The kids, today's their last day of school, so
and it's a half day.
Yeah, so we're going to be home all week next week with them, and we're just not going to be able to run out and source like we can when they're at school. So yeah, we're just stocking up, and then hopefully all this plus that is going to last us kind of the rest of this month, and then January hopefully start sourcing more. But yeah, I'll just show you what we got. So yeah, did you say this was all 2 stores?
Yeah, I think I did, but if I didn't, this is 2 different stores that we did hit one day.
One day, probably 2-3 hours worth of sourcing, and both of us were there. So yeah, kind of oddest thing for us anyways was probably this little ladder thing. I feel like I've seen Commonwealth, maybe some other people Kevin too, but definitely Commonwealth because I noticed sometimes he uses it, but also I think he talks about selling them.
Right.
So just these little older wooden step ladders.
Werner, I think, might be specific.
Werner. So we just looked up Werner and then W130-4. This was $7.99, but the sold comps are in like the $40 plus shipping range, and the shipping people are paying like $20 to $30 on top of the $40 for shipping. So yeah, I think people just like them mainly for like decoration or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and even in the condition that it's in with like a little paint on it and stuff. You can buy one of these new for probably not that much, right? Like not obviously this is. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why people buy them used, but
I don't know why people buy half the stuff they buy. But anyways, yeah, if you see these like at a garage sale or something for a couple bucks, it's probably worth picking up.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, if it doesn't sell, we could use that around here. It'd be nice to have, for $7 or $8, it's worth it for us to experiment a little, and if it doesn't work, then we'll just keep it and we'll still be happy.
Yep. And I mean, it is kind of big, but it folds down nicely, so it shouldn't be that hard to find a box for that.
Yeah.
And then so that was at Goodwill. So I'll try to go through the Goodwill first. So all this is from one Goodwill store. It was a very good shoes day.
Yeah.
I did get some that need a little more cleaning than I would like, but I thought they were mainly worth it.
We figured with the Christmas break coming up, we're going to be spending a lot more time at home rather than sourcing, more time with the kids. So
I think this might have been my favorite pair I picked up, although now I feel like there's a dent in the toe, which I don't feel it terribly on the inside. So these are Haan 0 Grand. So I sell this brand a lot, but usually like the Oxfords, but this is a boot, so it's pretty nice. They're dusty, but not terribly like worn. So those should be an easy wipe down there. Men's 9.5. And yeah, I didn't look up comps, but the Oxford sell around 50 or so. So I would think 60 to 70 on some boots. All right.
And if you are new here, we do try to source a lot of shoes. Shoes is like one of our biggest things that we like to resell.
And they've been not harder to come by, but harder to come by at a decent price lately. So I've kind of
in large batches too. Like we try to source as much as we can at any given time. If it were up to
me, I would do 100% shoes, but it's just not always. I don't always find it, and I do need to list a certain amount of day to make a certain amount of days.
Right, because we do this full time. This is our source of income.
We pay all of our bills.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are just a Merrill. They look like the Jungle Mocks, although they're also like a lot thinner and like more like the barefoot shoe. So they do got the Vibram soles.
Vibram.
Whatevs. They're women's size 11. They're black suede. They look a little dusty, but honestly the treads are great, so I don't think they were worn a ton, so I'll try to like brush these or something.
Yeah.
I don't like suede that much. Like, it's just hard for me to make it look nice. But Merrell's a great brand, so those should do well. At the end of our sourcing trip, I think I got lucky because they were like putting out new shoes when we were there, and for some reason it wasn't busy. Like, it's almost always busy, but so we went through all of our shoes, and then I went to put a few pairs back that we found flaws on, and then I like found just as many that I put back, new ones that just got put out. So these were one of them. These probably aren't gonna sell for a ton. They're just Nike free run distance. They're a men's 9. I'm gonna throw these in the washing machine. I do wash like fabric shoes in the washing machine and then just air dry them. So wash on cold, I spray them down with like OxyClean or Shout, whatever we have around the house. Even like Dawn dish soap could work. And yeah, and then they'll just go in the washing machine. You can see though the treads are in good shape. So that's all that really mattered to me for the most part.
So we try to focus on the heels and kind of like the ball of the foot.
You don't want it to be like worn down like flat, you know, like. So, I mean, almost any Nike is going to sell for at least $30 plus shipping. These might probably more like $35, $40 plus shipping out of those. This is another one I found on my second trip back. Back when I put some stuff away. These are a men's 11 Brooks launch. Again, these treads are like in perfect condition. But I did see they have like powder in the insoles, which is kind of gross, but the insoles just come right out. So these, I probably will not wash the whole shoe in the washing machine, but I will throw these in the washing machine. So yeah, and then they'll look almost new after, honestly. And Brooks have definitely been going down in value, I feel like, but still a good flip. These were, I think, $10. Yeah, and they should probably sell for, I'm gonna say 45 to 50 plus shipping. These are some Merrell women's size 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 women's. I don't know. So these were marked at 17, but these were one of the sale colors. So I think we paid closer to $10 for them. I didn't look up comps. Again, I just really like Merrell. It's a usually pretty fast sell through and people love it. So these just need a tiny bit of wipe down, but at the very least, I would imagine $30 plus shipping on those. Found these at the very end. These are some LL Bean men's snow boots. They do have some like random, just like phrase.
Yeah, like loose.
So it looks bad, but once I clip those off, they're actually in really good shape. Like the treads are really good. So these are $12.99, and most the LL Bean men's snow boots, it was definitely over 100% sell through in that category, that branding category. And I think like the lowest solds I was seeing were like 40 plus ship. So I imagine I can get at least 40 for these. These are Salomon. So I love to sell that brand a lot. These are a smaller women's size 6. And these will go in the washing machine because they're a little dirty, but otherwise, again, treads look great and should sell for around $40 or so plus shipping.
And so, yeah, we do live in Colorado, so we get a lot of the athletic kind of shoes, the trail runners and Merrell's, Brooks, you know, Hoka's, all those kind of stuff. Those are crazy around where we are. And I'm only saying that because reselling is very geographical, you know. It's really based on where you live. You know, if you're living in a place... I'm
imagining Anfisa in Alaska. Yeah. She finds the craziest wool.
Huge parkas,
wool, everything.
Wool,
all the down jackets. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. But then again... It costs a lot to live in Alaska, so you do have to. The stuff is a lot nicer, but your cost of living's nicer, and
so. You just really, if you're new and getting into reselling, you know, try to find what your geographical area is kind of popular for, and that might end up being your bread and butter kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I was thinking the other day, I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody was like, "How many Goodwills do you have in your area?" I think
it was on Nurse Flipper.
Nurse Flipper's live. Their guests. I don't remember her name either, but Tiffany? I think she lived in Las Vegas, and somebody was like, how many Goodwills do you have around? And I think she said
like 16 or 18.
13 or something.
Something like that.
And we probably do too, but like I just thought that was kind of normal, and like I realized it's not. So when you guys are watching us, we do have a ton of Goodwills and a ton of other little random thrifts as well, whereas if you're in a tiny small town, you might not. So again, you just got to find what you can find. If I couldn't find shoes or whatever, I would find something. You know, so. Yeah,
something
there's
bigger
money to be made on like everything. So, all right, these were really nice. They were Hoka's, priced up at $16.99, but almost probably look like they've been worn once or something. So, I imagine I can get $70 to $80 for these plus shipping. They're a men's 10.5, so really good size. Black color is always good. So yeah. I'm excited about those.
Yeah. It's funny you pulled out a pair of Hokas after I was just talking about
true.
how we always find Hokas. Oh,
We
another
also
thing we always
find
find is
SketchUps.
SketchUps.
We actually passed on a few pairs recently, but these ones obviously are new, so we grabbed them. Shout out Joey Bada Bing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, these I found on when I went to put other shoes back. They're men's 11. They were priced at $15.99, but the men's ones sell a lot better, especially them being new with tag. I mean, I've sold pre-owned men's, I think, for like 50 to 60, so I'm going to try for like 65, 70, maybe even 80. I'll check comps, but...
They don't make SketchUps anymore, so to find...
Why are you calling them SketchUps?
Huh?
Shape-ups. You're calling them SketchUps?
Oh, sorry, yeah. SketchUp is a software that I use.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Shape-ups.
What is that?
Yeah, I keep saying the wrong word. I'm so sorry about that. I almost said it again. Shape-ups. Yeah, they don't
it's
make...
kind of cute when people say words differently, but it's fun. Yeah, I don't think they make... I don't know. These look fairly new. I thought they didn't make them anymore, but this looks like a fairly modern tag, and...
Yeah,
maybe
I guess we should probably look into it a little bit more before we keep saying...
But they still sell really good. So even if they do still make them, pre-owned, even in bad shape, I get 30 to 40 for. So
yeah,
I'm going to keep picking them up and keep checking that they're not dry rotted. And I haven't found a pair that has been yet. So sorry, Joey. These are Clarks. So I normally don't always pick up Clarks, but I thought these were really nice. There's 2 pairs of like hiking boots. They are like waterproof leather. So, well, these ones are suede leather. Suede leather. Suede is leather. It's just. But yeah, so these are women 7. I wonder if they're the same person. Probably. These are 8.5. So no. Isn't that random? Like these 2, I've never even like seen Clark's boots like this before, and then I find 2 on the same day that happen to be different sizes. The thrift store blows my mind sometimes. Anyways, these are I feel like we looked up comps, but I don't know if there was a ton.
Yeah, I don't think these ones might sit a little bit longer. We're okay with that.
I just wanted to take a chance on them because if I do find them again, they were just in really good shape. I know we're not going to lose money. Well, at least double at the very least. What we paid, because they were $12.99, which is a lot for Clark's, but I sell the flats all the time for like $30, so I imagine a leather hiking boot is going to go for at least
more,
$40.
Yeah.
And that's fine. $12.99 into $40 is great to me. So yeah, I feel like people start buying hiking boots kind of March, when it gets to like spring break time. So.
That also depends where you're at, because we're in Colorado. People go hiking in all winter, so
that's true. That's another thing I love about reselling. I've been selling bathing suits this month, so these are Echo, like a dress shoe. I do think they're missing their insoles, so somebody is gonna need to add them, but they were the sale color, so I grabbed them anyways. They're a men's 43. I can't ever remember men's sizing, Euro sizing to US, but probably like a 11 or something.
Yeah, those look like 11, 12 maybe.
So, yeah. Echo men's dress shoes usually, these are missing insoles, so maybe more like 30, but I can usually get like 40 to 45 out of them, so.
Yeah, and it looks like they, on camera, they might not be missing insoles because it says Echo. But what Echo does is they have these insoles that if you remove them, then it makes it like a wide shoe, right?
Yeah.
So if you want a wider version of your shoe, you take the insoles out. So.
Which seems kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That's all right. Maybe you have padded socks or something. I don't know. These are a great brand to look out for. It's G-Defy. So if you ever see that, they kind of look like a SketchUp. Just kidding, shape up.
That's the logo.
Yeah, so they're just kind of like these. I don't know. Like when you see them, you're gonna be like, oh, I saw those. Like you'll recognize them if you ever see them in the thrift. They just look different than like a normal shoe.
Yeah.
Anyways, these were priced up again at $16.99, but I've sold these many times over, around 50 plus. These are in really good shape. They're like slightly dirty, but I will throw them in the wash, and I think I can get at least $60 out of those plus shipping. These are just some Nike Flyknit women's sneakers, probably 35 or so plus shipping. They're just a women's 6. They're a size women's 6, so yeah. I really like the Flyknit ones. They usually sell really fast. This is a nice color, just standard gray and black. So 30 to 35 plus shipping, I would say. Then found some Berkeys. The size is slightly faded. I'm pretty sure it's a 7, but
I think it might be stamped on the leather.
I can see that it says men's 5, so I can figure it out that way. On the leather.
On the tongue, I thought.
Right here.
Is it not? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different pair.
I mean, sometimes they'll have it like right in here too, but I don't see it. So I think they're a men's 7 or 5, which would be a women's 7, but I can't tell. Most people know their Birkenstock size by 37, 38, 39, but I can't tell at the moment. But Birkies are always a good pickup. I would say 50 or so plus shipping on those. Yeah. Okay.
Was that all a good one? Nope, there's still some more over there.
Let me stay with Goodwill. More shoes. Yeah, I think it was almost mostly shoes.
Killer shoe day for us at Goodwill. And if we could do this every day,
it would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
And I would only have to get shoes too.
Yeah.
Even though I did pay up on a lot of these, you know, they're going to flip fast. I'll get my investment back quickly.
Yeah.
And yeah, as long as you could keep selling stuff every day, you could just keep buying stuff every day. So, yeah, these are Adidas Neo Flats. I've never sold these before or really even seen them. I kind of took a chance because they're my size, and if they don't sell, I will keep them. But yeah, I don't wear flats a whole lot. I think I can pull $30 out of them though, so wanted to give them a shot. They're a women's 9.5. These are some Cole Haans. Cole Haans, I like them. I like the men's more than the women's, but the women's do sell. They usually take a while, but then sell for a good amount. These are 7.5. In really great shape. I'll just wipe down the rubber a tiny bit, but otherwise they're probably worn once or so. And I think I can get 30 to 35 plus ship out of them. These are Adidas Power Lifts, I believe. So like weightlifting shoe.
Okay.
I didn't look up comps on these because I've sold them a few times for I feel like a lot, like a really good amount. So
they almost look like bowling shoes.
Yeah, I don't even. So anyway, time you see these like flat bottoms.
Yeah.
On anything like there's Nikes where I've sold. I forgot what the Nike weightlifting shoe is called, but I've sold those over 100 a couple times.
Yeah.
And then I saw a lot of Josh sell the same exact shoes for over 200, and I was like, what? So he amazes me how much he gets for stuff. I was just watching one of his videos this morning, and he was like selling just a random button down that I probably would have sold for like 30. He sold it for like $48. I was like,
teach us your ways,
way to
Josh.
go, Josh. But yeah, so these should do well. I don't want to say a price because I can't remember, but I am noticing that the insoles look like someone switched them out from the Adidas to some like super feed insoles. So that might hurt the value a tiny bit, but these should do really well. I don't know what it is with this brand. I like it. It's just Innovate, but
INOV8.
yeah. The comps are never good, but then eventually I sell them for a good amount. So I don't know if people just underprice them or what, but I'm probably gonna shoot for 35 to 40 plus shipping out of these. They're called the Rock Light hiking boot. They are a women's 10 or men's 8.5. They're a little dirty, but otherwise good shape. And these I will put in the washing machine because there's no like leather or anything on them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, one thing we do, and not all resellers do, is we try to have a good range of short tail items, long tail items, inexpensive items, expensive items, so that stuff's just always selling at random times, right?
And some days you'll make $400 in profit, and some days you'll make 100, and then by the end of the month, usually we average it out to where you need to be. So
we're okay, getting something that's going to sit around a little bit longer than we would hope. It might sell quick, but if it sits around, 3 to 6 months, if we could still make our money off of it,
within 90 days.
Yeah,
but just probably a lot of these others I think will sell like in a week. So.
Right. I mean that's still money. 6 months down the line. So, we're okay with. Obviously, we don't want everything to be long tail.
You want to get your cost of goods back as soon as you can.
Right.
But the way I see it is like I think at Goodwill, we did spend like $300, but like I'm seeing these Adidas Power Lifts, the Hokas.
That's a few pairs of shoes.
Like 3 pairs of shoes. We have most of our investment back, and the rest can just sell when it sells.
Right.
And then so. These are some Dansko vegan Mary Janes. Again, really good shape, minus they just need wiped down. Like, I know I'm saying really good shape, and then you're like seeing all these dirtiness, but those
wipe down super easy.
Yeah, so easily. They look really good after you wipe them. So, yeah, treads are good. Women's size 39, I think, is like a 8.5.
And those were like vegan, right? Is
Yeah.
that what you said? Yeah.
So these usually sell around $40 for me plus shipping. Got some top sandals, women's 8. These sell around $20 to $25 plus shipping. Some little girl Toms. I know I said in the last video that kids Toms don't do well, but these are basically new without tag. You can tell the tag just got torn off, but yeah.
This remind me of
the Wizard of Oz or
yes.
something. Yep.
I almost said Alice in Wonderland.
So that's another reason I grabbed these. I feel like a lot of people use these specific shoes to do costumes in Octobers and stuff. So
yep.
These were only $3.99. Even if they sit till next Halloween, that's fine. They'll probably sell around $20 plus shipping. These are really nice. Berkeys, size 38. So yeah. So these are ladies 7, men's 5. So the same as those blue ones then.
Okay.
So they're a 38.
Probably the same donator.
Yep. So American flag.
Those ones
on
are
the
cool,
bottom.
yeah.
These are basically like new without box. I'm gonna price these high because usually American flag stuff just sells for a good amount of money.
Yeah.
If you ever find the Hey Dudes in American flags, I think they'll sell for well over $100.
Wow.
Which Hey Dudes only retail for like I think $60.
It's funny because they probably still make them too,
yeah.
right?
I mean they probably sell out instantly, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so that's that. And then I found new with tag Oakley flip flops. So.
All right.
Men's 13. These will probably sell 25 to 30 plus ship. Not huge money, but it all adds up, and they will definitely sell. Oakley. People like Oakley. It sells well.
Yeah. That reminds me, we often get the question, do we list based on season? And
Nope.
really, we don't. You know, like we got these Oakley flip-flops. We'll list them as soon as we
These will all
can.
get listed in like a day.
Yeah.
So.
If it sells in the winter, cool. If it sells in the spring, awesome.
Reese.
Reese over there sleeping, sleep talking.
Snoring. Hey. Reese?
Oh.
Hi, baby. All right, one more Goodwill. Now this is all the random stuff and some that Chris found. This I found and I
Cathy
thought was
found.
so cool.
Yeah.
He wants to keep it. I don't want to keep it.
I'd like to keep it for a schoolie, but I understand it. There's good profit in that thing, so I think we're going to sell
In
it.
case you ever need to make a grilled cheese on a campfire.
Yeah. All right, guys. Sorry, I got a phone call, and I do record with my phone, so it cuts the video recording. So sorry about that, but we'll get right back to this.
All right. But yeah, this, I think it was like $40 or something, 35, 40
Like
bucks.
comps
plus
on it,
shipping.
yeah.
So yeah.
And it's brand new. It's still...
Yeah. The reason I looked it up was because it was brand new, but also I know camping stuff can be good. So even if it wasn't new and I saw it that it was a camp cooker, I probably would have looked it up. It also says made in the USA, which is always a good sign to look something up. So yeah, I'm excited to try that out. This is kind of random, but this one store has like, I always check this section because they have like, just like random things like this, like, you know, where like people put like the adult diapers and everything. So a lot of those adult diapers can do well too, but anyways, this time I found these. So men's Depend shields. So they're $2.49 a box. I got 3 boxes. So I paid $7.50. The comps were like, well, the people that were selling single boxes was like 15 free ship, which that's not very good. So I'm gonna lot them up and then sell them that way. So I imagine I can get 30 to 35 plus shipping for the 3. So $7.50 into 35 or so. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
This will be an easy list. You know, they're just new in box.
Right.
A couple photos. Yeah. So this stuff, I mean, I sold with those bladder controls last year that I found at the bins for like $60. Like, so don't not pick something up because it's like,
Right.
I don't know.
Taboo-ish. Yeah.
People need things, so.
Yeah. And the good thing about these is, you know, we'll peel the sticker off, but the condition of the box doesn't really matter as long as it's not all smashed up. You know, it's not a collector item, so.
And a lot of like, I know even like diapers that are like baby ones, but like vintagey ones. I see part-time pickers selling those all the time, so. It doesn't even have to be modern. Like a lot of vintage stuff, I think people use as props in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you find like really old, cool-looking boxes or packaging, maybe look it up. So
Yeah.
Chris found a couple video games. What do we got? Madden 2005. Do you remember comps? It was $1.99. Actually, it was 30% off. So
Yeah, it was 30% off.
40.
I mean, comps weren't amazing, but they're GameCube games, maybe like $20 max. I can't remember. I'll have to look at it again, but
yeah, video games are pretty easy. So even if it was like $1.50 and a 10 push-up, I think that's good enough for a video game.
And you know, I wouldn't be too disappointed if I didn't get to sell them. So.
And this was GameCube NCAA Football 03.
Yeah, so just a couple sports games. Sports games tend to not do as well as other genre, you know, video games, but
you're gonna put them together or separate?
I'll probably keep them separate. I mean, it's are they? Well, one's football,
right?
One's college ball, one's NFL. So
it's an old receipt in one of them. So
let's see how much did that cost. It looks like they got it used at Game Crazy.
They had the
$8. Bought it used in 2007, so it's an old game.
It's an old game. I don't know what these are. Chris got these.
Oh yeah, these are. I think that's a PlayStation cable.
So this was $4.99. Do you remember? Well, it was.
Comps on this was okay. I think it was like $30. It's got this special video adapter, so it's
pretty good.
Kind of like a higher definition cable, maybe. And then this was for Xbox. Kind of the same thing, like a higher quality audio video cable. Okay. And so
I know cables can do well, but I don't know anything about them, so I would never look at them. These I just got for.
Yeah, that's what we use.
These at Walmart
clean our shoes,
but might as well grab someone.
Yeah,
they're available
on discount.
And then
I bought that for my for our Wii.
For your own self.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I don't think it would resell for much.
3 Wiis.
Yeah.
We need to sell 2 and keep one for playing and also testing things.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything like that. So
we are trying to get more. I'm trying to get more into video games and consoles and all that.
Chris is going to list 1 item a day every day in January, right?
I can do that.
Yeah. We're going to try to get him listing this year with a very small start goal.
Yeah.
I think once he sees it start, and sees sales coming in.
I see sales coming in. I understand.
I know, but I know you're busy with doing house stuff, but I'm excited for you to list stuff with me.
Yeah. But anyway, bought that for our Wii. We are trying to get like one of every console kind of thing so that we could test games and sell them as tested.
Yep. I think we're just, what do we need still? The N64.
Yeah, still need a 64. And a couple, like pocket console kind of things. I have a Game Boy, but I think we would need like a Game Gear, Sega Genesis, those kind of things. So
I don't even know how many.
The older ones.
I thought there was only a few of these.
Yeah, hoping to find them next year's garage sales. So
we gotta wake up early then.
Yeah.
All right, so that was all from the Goodwill, and that was a really good haul. I was very happy with that.
Yeah, probably our best at Goodwill in a long time.
Yeah, and then so this is our local Ark Thrift Store, which is only about a mile down the street from the Goodwill, and we were kind of like running low on time, but it's also right by the Sam's Club, so I was like, okay, drop me off. I'm gonna run in, get as many shoes as I can, and then you get the gas at Sam's Club and come right back. So he did, and I found all these shoes in like 10 minutes, so I was very happy with that.
Yeah, it was more like 20
all
or
right,
30
20
minutes.
I don't think it was that long. So, anyways, these are some little toddler Sorel boots, size 10. These usually sell around $35 plus shipping for me, so I love selling those. These I didn't look up comps, but they were $10, and they're Adidas Boost, Audi Zero Boston. I don't know. I know a lot of the Boosts do well, so again, since I was kind of on a time crunch, this store does take returns for 10 days. It's only for store credit, but I'm there like every week anyway, so I figured I'll look up comps later, and if I need to return anything, I can. But pretty much, like I always say, any shoe, $10 or less, you can at least flip into 30, assuming there's no really big flaws. So I think these are probably worth more than 30 after I clean them up, but I'll check before I say for sure.
And it's kind of like once you start doing enough shoes, you start seeing the quality, right? You can tell what's a Walmart brand versus, like a actual high quality running shoe. You can tell if it's a brand you've never seen, you're like, oh, this must be a good brand. So
and I don't always do Vans. Like, I love kid Vans, adult Vans. I know they sell really well, but just like Usually, like, these were marked to $12.99, which honestly I normally wouldn't pay, but these were in really good shape.
These are very pink too.
Yeah. I mean, I still think they'll sell for like 35 to 40, I hope, plus shipping, but yeah. So I'm not saying don't pick up Vans. If you can get them for a lot cheaper, I'd definitely pick these up under 10, but $12.99 is definitely pushing it.
Yeah.
When I'm in a hurry, I make bad decisions like buying stuff. So I'll look up comps again before I decide for sure to keep those.
Yeah.
But they're in really good shape. They're women's 8 or men's 6.5.
I feel like that could be a quick seller just because of the color.
The neon.
The neon, bright pink, yeah.
And I said I wasn't looking at clothes, and I didn't. But these were just hanging out on the side, just waiting for me to see them as I walked by. I didn't scroll through the jeans or anything.
Scroll through the jeans.
Whatever it's called.
You're such a millennial.
But yeah, these are the Levi Silver Tab loose fit, size men's 32-30s, and these have been selling great for me at $40 to $50. So I'm excited about those. Another pair of Hokas. These were a little beat up. It's hard for me to leave Hokas because the bottoms are great, which is like kind of the important part. Like not really any worn down spaces too badly, but like they kind of have like these weird wrinkles in the toes, which I really dislike. Shoes that have that, but it didn't feel too bad on the inside. Like I know it's kind of gross to be putting hands up in shoes, but this is how I feel, you know, for flaws up in the toes and stuff. So a lot of times people wear a hole through the inside that you can't even tell by looking at it. So
yeah.
I do like to do that, especially when it looks like kind of beat up a little. It's a little chewed up here. I mean, I've sold some really bad Hokas still for like $40 to $50. So, and these are a women's 11, which is a great size. So I did want to take a chance on them. They'll clean up nicely in the washing machine. So I still think I can get $50 out of these. So that's what those are. A couple more. These are just a pair of Kids Merrill, size 11 toddler. Those should sell around 30 or so plus shipping. These are New Balance, men's 10. What are these? Just New Balance 411, so just like a basic black walking shoe. Really, really good shape though. These probably 35 or so plus shipping. I feel like I've sold this brand one time, and I do think it took a while, but again, these remind me of shape-ups. Yeah. The brand is Rin. They are very expensive new, and they feel really nice quality. The leather's really nice. But yeah, so these were half off of $10.99, so $5.50 is kind of why I took a chance on them. I think 35 to 40 plus shipping. Yeah. Some men's not New Balance, Under Armour sneakers. Size. Where are you at? 13. So yeah, these are a little smushed. So when I photograph shoes like this, I just stick up
paper and stuff tissue in here, paper.
Fill them out, make them look like a foot's in there. Or if you have like a fake foot, you can put in there. Whatever you can do to like just make them look a little more presentable, because these just look pretty flat. But stick some paper and they look good. Really good shape. New Balance. Under Armour men's shoes have done well for me. I think I can get around $40 plus shipping out of those. And lastly, Sanita, size 43. So that could be like a smaller men's or a very larger women's size. 43, I feel like that's like a women's 12. Maybe 12 and a half, so maybe better for men. But yeah, just a basic black clog. You can tell these are really dusty, but if you look at the soles, you can tell they have not really been worn a whole lot. So although now I'm seeing a little rub wear on the side. That does happen. We can probably put some black polish or something on there. But, I mean, overall, really, really good shape. So yeah, that's what we found. I'm excited to list it all.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's everything that we found just a couple days ago within a couple hours. So super excited. We've got a lot of good stuff. We're going to get it listed very soon and get it selling. If you are new here, we do have What Sold videos where we show what we sold these for. And I think we go over how much we pay, and we go over how much we pay for the shoe at that time, so that if you wanted to get a kind of a better breakdown of how much we're selling and making off of each pair, definitely check out our What Sold. Sounds like we just got a sale. So I'm gonna call the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.